Have you ever set a goal for yourself only to find that somehow you keep getting in your own way? You miss deadlines, procrastinate, or even give up before you've just barely begun? If so, you're not alone, and it's called self-sabotage, which is an unconscious but deeply ingrained behavior that holds a lot of us back from achieving what we're capable of. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Dose. I'm Dr. Lance Garrison. And today we're going to look into the psychology behind self-sabotage, why it happens, and most importantly, how we can break free from it. So self-sabotage is way more common than we think, and it can take a whole bunch of different forms like procrastination, perfectionism, avoidance, even picking fights in relationships. But the question is, why do we do it? Well, at its core, self-sabotage is often rooted in a fear of failure, fear of rejection, or even fear of success. Now, when we feel failure, for example, we'd rather not try at all than risk falling short. It's a way to protect ourselves from disappointment. Sound familiar? Right? But it's not just fear that drives self-sabotage. Sometimes it's linked to low self-esteem. Because if deep down we don't believe we're worthy of success, we unconsciously undermine our own efforts to avoid a reality where we do succeed and still feel unworthy of it. And this is why some people turn to perfectionism. They set such high standards for themselves that they never feel good enough. So they stop trying altogether. Now let's go a little bit deeper. Let's talk about the deeper psychological mechanisms behind this. Cognitive dissonance plays a big role here for a lot of folks, and that's the mental discomfort that we feel when our actions don't align with our beliefs. And if you believe you're not good enough, but your actions are pushing you towards success, this creates this internal tension. And self-sabotage acts as a way to relieve that tension by making sure your actions line up with your negative beliefs. So how do we stop it? How do we break the cycle? It always starts with awareness. Becoming aware of your self-sabotaging patterns is the first step. So ask yourself, when do I tend to sabotage myself? Is it before a big project? Is it in relationships? Because identifying these triggers is really a crucial part of the process. And then the next step is starting to challenge those underlying beliefs. If you think you're unworthy, ask yourself, where did this come from? Is it really valid? Because often these beliefs stem from past experiences, but they do not have to define you today or tomorrow. You can also begin to set more realistic goals for yourself. So if perfection is your go-to sabotage strategy, try setting smaller, achievable milestones. It'll help you build confidence and then reduce that pressure to get everything just right. And finally, self-compassion plays a role here. We're often our harshest critics, but if we treat ourselves with kindness and understanding, it can make all the difference. After all, change doesn't happen overnight. We know that. It's a process. And you're allowed to slow down and take it step by step. Self-sabotage might be a part of your life right now, but it doesn't have to be forever. By understanding the roots of your self-sabotage, you can start to take meaningful steps toward breaking that cycle and actually starting to achieve some goals you've set for yourself. That's it for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you found today's content helpful. And until next time, take care.